We get the legendary thrash metal horns up for Daeth Angel today and our buddy Trevi Trev. Today we're doing that new single, Wrath, Bring Fire. Now, there's some things we need to discuss here because old Mark Osigueda has been off doing his thing with Kerry King's band, but they've got some new music here. So Rob and the boys are working on it. They're getting things tight and right. And we're going to check out that new single here. We learn about Daeth Angel. Man, when I was a kid starting in little death metal or little thrash metal, death metal type of bands, and you saw them on Headbangers Ball, they were so young. It's like, dude, it can happen for us. I mean, we weren't ever good enough. I got every rejection letter from every single record label ever. And if you want to hear the album that comes from, look up Fatal Cause Mind Christ on your favorite streaming service and you can listen to that. That cassette was sent everywhere with rejection letters coming back saying, thank you, but no thank you. Keep on trying. But Daeth Angel was one of those look up to bands. When I saw a board and I said, look at how young those dudes are. Our dreams can happen, guys. The problem with that is that you need the right people to make your dreams come true. Now that sermon's over, we're getting into this for our buddy Trevi Trev. Daeth Angel, they got 219,000 monthly listeners on their Spotify account. Top 5 jams, The Moth. 8.2 million plays. Wrath is got lower views, but it's people are listening to it. That's the song we're doing here today. It's got 87,000 views. Humanicide, 3.2 million views. The Ultra Violence off the Ultra Violence record, right? 5 million plays. And Volcanic, 6.1 million plays. None of the ones that I thought there would be, but I am seeing where one of my all-time favorite ballads of all time would have been number 6 on the list, A Room with a View from Act 3. Sitting at the window, staring down. I love that album. I love it. Speaking of albums, let's look into them. Let's see what they've beefed off for us. Yes, the Ultraviolence, 1986. Frolic Through the Park, that's where Bored comes on, 1987. Act 3, I'm all in on them. 1989, The Art of Dying. So what happens? There. Is that why I lost touch with them? The Art of Dying, yes, that is. 2004. Killing Season, 2008. Sonic German Beatdown. You got Relentless Retribution, 2010. The Dream Calls for Blood. I listened to all of that record pretty good. The Evil Divide. Humanicide. The Early Years. Fall from Grace Live. The Enigma Years. The Bastard Tracks. And now, if Mark's got the time, a new album on the way from Daeth Angel. Look into related artists for this band, and it will be a cavalcade of class acts. It will be all the thrash, old school thrash bands you could ever dream of, but one. You knew I was going to do that, didn't you? Because Metallica don't put themselves on lists. You may see Slayer, you may see the Big Four, Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth. You will not see Metallica here. They will be the very first time they have ever been on the list. You got Evil, Overkill, one of my personal favorites, Annihilator, Havoc, Exodus, getting closer, Creator, Ex-Hoarder, Flotsam and Jetsam, Sacred Reich, Heathen, Onslaught, Forbidden, oh, that's the last one. So none of the Big Four. No Testament either. Interesting. Look into the bio ever so quickly, then we listen to that song. And you've got, well, an intriguing photo here. It's kind of a green and white, not so much a black and white. But it's just them. And they're regal and older and wiser and smarter. And they're saying, here we stand, Daeth Angel, looking at you lovingly, Shane, and saying, what a splendor you are to heavy metal rock and roll. Thank you for everything you've done. And I say, hey guys, thank you for that wonderful thoughts. Fresh off of their recent Grammy nomination for Best Metal Album of the Year, wow, Humanicide 2019, thrash metal giants Daeth Angel descend to unveil their Autumn 2020 EP, Under Pressure, containing 4 tracks. But this ain't... It's just about their old EP. Guys, why haven't you updated your bio? I'm not going to read that. All right, my friends. I was just looking at the top 10. They give you the top 5, but there's also an option to look at the top 10 of Daeth Angel, and I just wanted to see that for a minute. Sorry. I'm taking too much of your time here. It is that time. Trev says, Wrath, bro. Bring fire. Bring fire. The wrath is coming. There we go. It's them! Love his voice. I like it with Daeth Angel better. But they're all written. This is a pretty pumping jam. Very tasty riff. Give something to the old folks. There's just a sound for them guitars. There's just a sound. This is Castavani. That's a tasty riff to be playing the other solo. A little splash.
Nebulous bright clouds of my wake.
Nebulous.
Perpetuate the endless flame. Lay to rest still unforgiven.
Laid to rest still unforgiven.
Recognize my vengeance is how I got my name. No longer do I fear.
Firecracker.
There's nothing left I want. The bitterness of life behind me. And when I
Love it.
come,
Sweat like a pig.
the nature of my pure ferocity. And when I
He's got that flow to his voice.
leaving a blackened shot catastrophe.
Just takes you back. He's got such a great voice. Singing voice. I don't know how much he does of it anymore, but that timbre that he screamed through that whole thing, it sounds just like, I mean, maybe that's why everyone wants Mark Ossigueta around. Maybe it's why. Because that voice sounded like you could have put that voice on one of the 1989 records. You could have done that. I mean, that voice right there. I don't know how his higher bits are doing, but man, back in the day, he used to just, and he still sounds good now. He sounds like a young Tom Araya in Kerry King's band. What do you think that's, am I lying or am I wrong about that or anything? You can get down there in the comments and tell me that's where we're headed Now, after we've listened to that song, if you're still here to hear this, then you know that I want your comments below about what you just heard. Trevi Treb might be down there in the comments. Say hey to him. Say, how you doing? Good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I'm a huge fan of Daeth Angel. I love them. Love everything that they've ever done. All-time favorite albums, all-time favorite songs from these guys. What do you think about the, Mark Osegueda spending time with both bands like that? I'd hate to see the really one, though, that I really, really like a lot, to not get the loving that it deserves. You ever seen Daeth Angel live? What was that like for you? All-time favorite albums? Have you ever met these guys? What's that like for you? Do you know them? Or you could say not good, not great. Yeah, Shane, it's just not my cup of tea. Fast, furious, thrashy, tasty goodness. For those that may think that was tasting good, I thought it was icky. But I don't want it, don't need it, never going to listen to it again. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? And if you've got a request, want to see it on this channel, I would sure love you to do that. If you just want to donate to this channel and say, Shane, keep up the damn good work, here's some cold hard cash. Hit those links that I provided in the description below, or you can put it in the comments. You can put your request, and if I see it, like it, and we haven't done it on the channel, I'll hit it with a heart and tell you I'm going to do your request for you. All right, fine job. I'd love to know, Trevi, what are you thinking about it? Did you think that was a good tune? I thought it was just a barn burner. Fine, straightforward, rockin' tasty good, solo good. We're getting out of here. There's your thumbs. Daeth Angel.